Morning, everybody. Welcome to this morning's episode of Hooked Up G.I. Joe. This morning we are going to a lake I have never fished before, and as you can see, it is bright and early. It's early, but it's not bright. We've had our caffeine. We might stop on the way and get us a donut or something. We got about an hour drive to the lake. We're fishing a little city lake called Stroud Lake. It is west of Bristow, Oklahoma, and just slightly to the north and east of Stroud, Oklahoma. It's a little municipality lake. It was an old flood control lake built in the 60s, and it's supposed to have a pretty good little population of largemouth. It is early September. We got up this morning and it's showing 47 degrees on my truck, and I got a hoodie on, which I was not expecting. But guys, I'll see you on the water after we get there. Thanks for clicking. There he is. Oh, goodness, he's a monster. Oh, good grief. Oh, Lordy. Hey, you know what? We're catching fish now, okay? So you can be a hater if you want to, but it is better than nothing. Well, we're on the board anyway. Oh, it's a little guy. There's a big old perch. Holy crapanoles, man. He just inhaled that freaking baby brush hog. That's one of them red-eyed suckers. Look at that thing. He just inhaled that thing. I mean, heck, man, it's a fish. We're not gonna get too freaking grumpy about it. You know, sometimes you're just wanting a certain pattern to work, and right now I really want this spinnerbait to start catching fish, but you know, sometimes our stubbornness can hamper our success. Alright guys, we're up here at the very far end of this little lake, and I can't remember how many acres it is. It's not giant. I mean, I could be from one end of it to the other in the NuCanoe with a trolling motor, and I don't know, maybe it might have took us 30 minutes to get across there. But we're going to continue throwing soft plastics, and we're going to continue throwing purple, because that's the only pattern I've seen we've had any remote success. Oh, there's a decent little fish, guys. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're getting better. There we go, guys. They're getting a little better. Nice little bass. I'm getting blown over here into our spot, but I'll show you guys what we got going on here. We just have a zoom, kind of a purple motor oil colored, and here's the kicker. These used to be a different color. Okay, and I laid them in there with a bunch of those baby brush hogs that were that tequila sunrise or purple, and I don't know what color these originally were, but they're like a nice little motor oil color, purple color. And that trick worm is, you just rig it out weightless and you throw it in those weeds and you just twitch it a little bit and let it set. And I like it when I can see it, but that's not always the case. But when you're running, it doesn't really matter if you're running mono or fluorocarbon or braid. If you can see just a little bit of that line and you can't see that trick worm, if you can't feel that hit, sometimes that line will twitch and you'll know a fish has grabbed it. So you are a little more susceptible to smaller fish. They make larger ones. I think that's the 6-inch. But for me, over the years, that size has worked great on all sizes of bass. I only got like 2 of these things, and they're like homemade baits. You know, you put a unknown color trick worm in there with some purple worms, and you get what we're using today. There's another one. I'll tell you what, man, there's nothing to write home about, but they all count. There you go. There's fish number 4. I mean, gosh, little bitty guys, but you know, I'd rather be catching fish than not catching fish, guys. And what sucks is, like I said, I think I only got like 2 of these worms like this, because they're, you know, some weird tackle box experiment. Get that sun starting to get hot. There's a nice fish, guys. That's probably the nicest fish of the day. Oh, he ain't much. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I mean, that's not a freaking giant, but what a way to end the day, man. I mean, he's nothing to freaking get excited about, but I'd rather end the day like that than a million other ways it could end. Well, everybody, that was not what I would call an awesome day. I've had much worse. I've had days where I've caught 0, but you know, 5 or 6 fish in the boat, a couple decent little bass. You know, nothing to write home about, but nothing to shake your head at either. But guys and gals, I'm gonna cut out of here. I'm gonna go get some lunch, call her a day. Until next time, never forget to thank a veteran, because without them, everything we take for granted in this wonderful country would not be possible. So shake their hand, buy them a cold one. Until next time, Hooked Up G.I. Joe. We'll see you guys on the water.